Hello, my name is Rebecca Heath, and I'm going to be teaching Fundamentals 2. And this is just a really brief welcome video. Hopefully, you've already watched the welcome video for MedSurg 1 because I covered a lot of the same type of information, and I'm not going to go over it twice because you don't need to hear me saying it double times. All right, I'm going to share my screen with you guys. And here we are in Canvas, and the class looks just like it did last term as far as the picture with the little building blocks because we're building your knowledge. Setup very similar to MedSurg 1, where your home page is going to have recent announcements. Excuse me. And then you're going to have your weekly modules. All right, in the Start Here welcome module, same as MedSurg 1, we're going to talk about class structure. It's a hybrid class, meaning we're going to do stuff online as well as in person. For the first 5 weeks of this course, we're going to meet in person on Mondays from 12 to 2 o'clock. I am using military time because that's what most of the medical field uses, and I want you guys to be exposed and understand that. So Mondays, 12 to 2, and then you're also going to meet on your scheduled lab and sim days on either Wednesday or Thursday. And just as a reminder, if you have lab in the morning, you'll have sim in the afternoon, and vice versa, sim in the morning, lab in the afternoon. Excuse me. Friday is going to be an open lab day. And at the end of this 5 weeks, you're going to stop coming to Bates in person because you're going to start going to clinical. Super exciting. You're going to use all those skills that we've been practicing. All right, for this class, you're going to have the overview page. Just want you to note my assignments are due Mondays at noon, so at the beginning of the class, just like in MedSurg 1, they're due 9 o'clock, which would be the beginning of the class. This class does have one final exam that kind of falls in the middle of the term, but that's when the end of the lecture lab class is. So that's going to be on January 30th. And then also 10% of your grade for this fundamentals class is going to be this ATI fundamentals practice mastery tests. And it's going to be spread out over the entire 10 weeks. So you're going to have some of it that you're going to do in the first 5 weeks, but some of it you're going to have through the rest of the term. I have this little information page on here. Excuse me. Excuse my dog. She's sneezing. So you have these 5 assignments or 5 practice tests, practice exams. So it's pretty much split into practice test A, B, and then the final one. And then A and B have a remediation. So let's look at practice A. You do this at home, and it walks you through of why we're doing this to help prepare you for the NCLEX. They're kind of hard tests, and we don't expect you to do fantastic, but we do expect you to try. You're going to go in and you're going to take online an ATI, the practice test A. This walks you through how to find it. And then you're going to submit that score here for this assignment. Just a reminder, this tests you over all fundamentals. And so you haven't learned all these topics yet, but really it's kind of getting you used to taking the test, understanding what kind of things you are going to be asked. So then if I go back to that page, then I'm going to click on the practice A remediation assignment. So after you take the practice test A, then you're going to remediate or learn the things that you didn't maybe know so well. It's in ATI, you're going to go to the Improve tab, and it's going to go over all the things that it felt like you could improve on. It has some templates for you to fill out. The templates, they have them in ATI, and I require them to be handwritten. I know that seems a little archaic when we have so much technology and all of our charting a lot of the time is on the computer, but there is a lot of benefit for the learning process when we handwrite things. So for these templates that you'll fill out on the things that you need to improve on, those do need to be handwritten. Once you've turned in the handwritten active learning templates, you also are going to write a reflection about what you learned in doing that process, like what really stood out to you, what benefit it was to you. And then you're also going to be taking a post-study quiz. So you take the test, you do the remediation, and then you do the quiz. So that's kind of what the test and the remediation look like. Test A or exam B and the remediation for B look very similar to A. Then there's going to be an in-person proctored ATI exam on campus. So even though you're not going to be coming to campus for this class the last 10 weeks of the quarter, you're going to be in clinicals, we do expect you to come in 8 a.m. on February 27th for this ATI exam. And you can notice some of these due dates are going to be while we're still having fundamentals class, but then some of them, like February 23rd, they're after you guys have already started taking or going to clinical. So just be aware of when these are due. I'll be making announcements to remind you in the class. Excuse me. So then moving into the weeks, and you're going to have overview pages just like before, where you will have telling you what we're going to be learning. Again, outcomes, right? We learned about that in our Med-Surg overview welcome. And so if you haven't looked to see what your outcomes are, your learning outcomes for this course, I would encourage you to go look at the syllabus. You can click on the lab week 1, and that's going to be in every weekly module. And you can see, just like last time, what are we learning in lecture? What are we doing for lab? We're practicing or checking off from week to week. And then you're also going to have a list of activities or assignments, pretty similar to what we did last term. But if you have any questions, you can always Canvas message me, email me. You've got the peer-to-peer open forum, just like in Med-Surg, or the instructor help board. Anyway, hopefully that answers a lot of your questions, or maybe create some. I look forward to seeing you guys in person next week. And yeah, I'm looking forward to working with you guys this term. All right. Hope you have a good rest of your day.